guys, welcome to week 2 of the magical readathon. I just finished work like half an hour ago. I've been feeling kind of meh all day. I had some anxiety last night, so I took some medication, which caused me to oversleep by like almost an hour. I was half an hour late to work, but I'm working from home, so it's really not that big of a deal. I think it was just like the lasting effects of it from last night, and the anxiety sort of carried into today. I did take some more medication after I had lunch, and was just trying to focus on work as much as possible and not let like my anxiety keep me from getting done what I needed to. So I jumped in the shower as soon as I got off. One, because my hair desperately needed to be washed. If it's in braids, it's because it's too greasy to put in a ponytail. I should have washed it last night. I just didn't think it was gonna get that bad so quickly. So I took a shower. That normally also helps me feel better. Just like feeling clean. I'm in my Slytherin PJs. That's also another thing, like a matching PJ set really helps. And I think I am going to start reading Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I don't know if I have the mindset for Elantris right now, just because it requires a lot of like thought and effort. So I'm gonna pick up Harry Potter, and hopefully, since that's like a nice comforting read, it'll help me feel a little bit better. And then I'll start dinner in a little bit when my boyfriend gets home. Sometimes he stays late and I don't really know until about 5:30, 5:40. So that lets me know when I need to start dinner. So I'm just gonna hang out on the couch for a little bit, read, and I will update you guys later. Good morning, it's Sunday, it's the last day of week 2 for the OWLS readathon. I have been kind of absent this week. If you notice, this is going to be a really short video. My anxiety and mental health just kind of like pooped on Tuesday, and I just really haven't been feeling like reading at all. It's also been super gloomy, which normally I love. I love like rainy weather and staying inside and being cozy, but due to the circumstances of the world right now, you know, you can't leave your house, so going into my backyard and sitting and reading or knitting or just like being on my phone in the sun and the fresh air for like an hour a day has been a really good like break for me. And this entire week up until I think Friday is the first time I left the house to go do anything sort of like exercise wise. We took Marceline on a walk, very quick one before it started like pouring rain again. And then on Saturday, yesterday, we actually had a really good day. It was finally like very sunny, which was nice. So we went to this park in like the north side of my town that not a lot of people go to, even when we go on like during normal times. We don't run into a ton of people, and it's a large enough park that even if there are other people there, you have a lot of distance. It's got a lot of like little trails that go through like bushes and stuff. It's gorgeous in the springtime, and it's starting to get really, really pretty over there right now. All the flowers are coming into bloom because of all the rain. So we went and took her on a walk. It's a little bit intense. There's quite a lot of up and down. And my lung capacity isn't the greatest, so I was heaving a bit. But she definitely needed it, and she was super tired when she came back. And I had told my boyfriend, I was like, oh, I'll walk her today. And of course, I get up and it's raining again. So hopefully later on during the day, it will stop for a little bit so I can take her. If we don't take her every day, then she just gets really like antsy and whiny. And I feel really bad about that because we're her owners. And I know that we are tired, but we should still be taking her. So it was nice to go outside and do those things. I also yesterday picked up, I'll put a picture right here, this couch, this like armchair. It's really hard to see. I love the color. I got it for $25. I drove like 20 minutes to go pick it up in Riverside. It was like this really old lady. She wasn't really old. She lives by herself though, but she was super sweet. She said it's been in her family for a really long time. And I was like, well, I'm gonna like read and knit in it, and she seemed really happy that that's how I was going to be using it. It's gonna sit in my car for a couple of days in the sun, or just to like bake in the heat of my car, to decontaminate a little bit before I bring it inside. My boyfriend and I next weekend are cleaning out our second bedroom. It's got my desk and my bookshelves in there, a guest bed that gets used like once a year, and a bunch of camping stuff. So the mattress belongs to his parents, the box spring and the frame are mine, but I'm giving them to his parents because when we stay at their house, we currently sleep on his loft bed on the futon on the bottom. The mattress that we have was from the top part that we took a couple years ago to use, and now I'm giving it back to them. We're gonna help them take down the loft bed and get rid of it. We're gonna set up the mattress in there, and then we're gonna have a ton more space in our second bedroom. Later on today, I want to kind of go through some of that stuff. Every couple of months, I do go through it and get rid of more and more things. I didn't have a vehicle to donate those stuff or put into my car to take to donate until like 6 months ago. So the last time that I did it, I brought a bunch of stuff out here and it sat forever before my boyfriend was like, okay, let's go take it. So hopefully today I'll be able to go drop some stuff off at the Salvation Army and some of the donation boxes that are around my neighborhood, clothes and whatnot. I know that's a need right now for some people, so hopefully I'll be able to go and do that later. I'm very tired. I stayed up late last night. I don't have the book with me, but I have the cover. And I finished Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Yesterday was another like all-nighter, magical all-nighter readathon, and I participated, I think, in 3 different sprints, and that really helped me get big chunks of the book done throughout the day. And then after I went to bed, I only had like 4 pages, and I was going to go to sleep and just finish it today. Not 4 pages, 4 chapters. And I was like, I only have 4 chapters. Am I really like that weak that I can't just stay up and finish 4 chapters? By the time I went to sleep, I think it was like 11:40 something. So I am very tired today. I feel like accidentally staying up super late while watching TV is definitely different than like intentionally staying up late doing something. So I'm very sleepy today. I do need to read at least 100 pages of Elantris today. I fell behind. I haven't read any this week since like Monday, I think. So I need to read 100 pages to catch up. And then I do want to start The Looking Glass Wars. I know I said I was going to start this last week, but I ended up picking up Harry Potter instead and The Monsters of Morley Manor. I also have my computer next to me because I need to edit this vlog in order to go tomorrow. But I don't really have any like strict plans. I'm just hanging out on the couch for now and do some reading and editing until it gets a little bit brighter, hopefully. It's really dark in our second bedroom. Once we clean it out, by the way, my boyfriend is going to build like a shelving unit because we have a ton of camping gear in there that just sits on the floor because most of it's in the closet, but it doesn't all fit in there. We do have these really large totes to put most of the small stuff in, but it takes up a lot of space in the cabinet, so he wants to build a shelf in the closet. So he wants to build a shelving unit to put some of those on, and then we can put more stuff away in the closet and just kind of have more space and have things a little more organized. And I'm gonna put the chair that I got in there next to one of my bookshelves up against the wall where the sun comes in. So it's gonna be like a half utility, half reading room. But that's fine for me. It would be more organized and we'll be able to find our stuff better. And when we come back from camping, it will also be easier to put everything away, because that's our like big thing, is that it takes so long to get everything reorganized in the closet when we come back, that our camping stuff just sits in the living room for like weeks, which is not good. So I'm going to watch a couple vlogs first, and I will update you guys on my reading in a little bit. So I'm just leaving the grocery store. I went in with my mask. San Bernardino has mandatory masks when you leave the house right now, and the stores are not even letting you in if you don't have one on. They are making you line up like far away from the registers, spaced out, and then calling you up one at a time as the person currently at the register is leaving. I'm trying to follow all rules, but I wanted to show you my chair back here. Let me take you off quickly. I am so in love. There's like no damage. It's a little discolored on the back, but she said it was like pushed up against a wall for a really long time, so that's what it's from. But it's so soft and low to the floor. Like, it's my dream chair. I've literally been looking for months, like talking to my boyfriend about it and telling him that I just really want one. Reading in bed is not always super comfortable. We don't have like a headboard. It's just leaning up against the wall. Reading on the couch gets uncomfortable, or like he's watching something and I'm trying to read. Like, he's watching Formula One right now, which we're on season 2. It's such a weird show, but I'm like into it. It's just really fascinating, like all of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and it's such like a unique sport. I feel like I grew up watching football, baseball, and soccer, so it's a different experience for me, but it's like something I'm like, I don't care about watching it, but when it's on, I get super into it. So watching in the living room reading in the living room isn't always easy, so I'm super excited to have my chair. I managed to get all of my stuff on my list from the grocery store. They actually had rice, but like 5-pound bags, so that's gonna last us a really long time. I buy like 1-pound bags, and that lasts like a whole month, maybe more, before I have to buy any. I got ground beef, vegetables, potatoes, pretty much everything that I needed, which is really good. I also got some extra snacks. I am thinking about in a day or two, when it's supposed to be sunny again, doing like a date night in the backyard. I'm gonna make like potatoes and chicken and like roasted vegetables. I know he has beer at the house. I've got wine, so we'll kind of like sit outside with the twinkly lights on and watch a movie. There are people driving by, that's why I'm like not looking at the camera. But I think I'm gonna do that. I think it would just kind of be nice for us to like do something. I was looking for wipes for my sister. She lives in Hawaii, and it's really hard for the island to get shipment from the United States. So I think I'm going to drive by Target right now and see if I can't find any for her. Even if it's really expensive for me to ship it to her, it's like, she's a baby, so cleaning is really difficult. It's easy to just be able to take a Clorox wipe and wipe down whatever mess happened and just kind of sanitize the house really quickly every day while Ileana is napping or something. So I'm gonna go see if I can't grab some for her and mail them tomorrow before I go home to relax and read. Hey guys, it's like 9:30. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I just wanted to update you on the rest of my reading today. It took like an hour and a half for me to get through 50 pages of Elantris. Like I said, it's kind of dense, and the text is so tiny, but I am still really enjoying it. So I'm hoping to continue tomorrow. I also read like the first 3 chapters of Alice, of the Looking Glass Wars. Enjoying that as well. I'm hoping to kind of like break them up because Elantris is dense and the Looking Glass War is so like whimsical at times. I'm thinking it'll be a good like break in between. But I'm going to bed now. I'm very, very tired. I made chicken pot pie for dinner, which took a really long time. And then we watched Ratatouille. And I've been trying to learn how to seed stitch, which is when you knit one, purl one, knit one, purl one, and then on the way back you purl what you knit. So if you went knit, purl, then on the back you would go purl, knit. And I'm just not getting, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I practiced just purling and I have that down fine. So I'm gonna watch a couple videos and try again tomorrow, but I'm very tired. I have been getting up at like 7:25, throwing PJs on, brushing my teeth, peeing, and going over to the second bedroom, not getting dressed until like 12 o'clock, or sometimes not at all. So I'm hoping to go to bed kind of earlier today, get up at like 6:30 like I was, and just be a little bit more productive tomorrow. We're officially not going into work anymore. That's what we've been told. So I went and I brought some like personal things that I'd had at work, and they're set up in my office. So I have no plans to leave at all this week, which is weird. But I'm really gonna try not to leave at all unless I absolutely have to, because it just shouldn't be. Honestly, that's it. So I'm gonna go to bed now. Congratulations on making it through week 2. Let me know down below what you finished, what you're in the middle of, and what you're hoping to pick up next. And I will see you guys later. Bye.